What's up, trainers? Welcome to Master Ball Market, your home for all things Japanese Pokemon cards. My name's Michael and I own an online shop which sells authentic Pokemon cards in Australia. Today we're diving into a question I get all the time. Why are you collecting Japanese cards instead of English cards? Well, the truth, Japanese cards just do it better. And in this video I'm going to explain exactly why, from print quality to pricing, artwork, and even protecting yourself from scams. So I suggest you stick around until the end. I'll also share some tips on how to start collecting Japanese cards and what to avoid as a beginner. So let's start with the biggest difference, the print quality. Japanese Pokemon cards are printed by the original Pokemon card company's facilities in Japan. The cuts are clean, the centering is on point, there's barely any whitening or surface issues. Now, compare that to the English cards, which are printed by outsourced printers like Cardmundi in the US and Europe. I bet you any money you didn't know that. You'll often pull a brand new card but notice the defects. It's already off center, scratched, or damaged from the factory. But nothing infuriates me more than buying a $300 booster box. You pull your chase card and seeing every single defect under the sun. Your heart just breaks, followed by unleashed anger, and all that money is wasted. There's no point in grading. Rest in peace. For collectors who want cards in perfect condition, especially for grading, Japanese is the way to go. It's not just a one-off thing. This level of quality is consistent across most sets. Another major reason is definitely the artwork. Japanese sets often release exclusive or early artwork that we don't see in English for months, or sometimes not at all. The art rares and the special art rares have been a big game changer. These aren't just valuable, they're absolutely beautiful. Many of them tell a full story, a scene, a mood, or a connection between the Pokemon and its trainer. The backgrounds are full of life, the characters are expressive, and the layouts are so thoughtfully done. It's not to say English cards, they're starting to catch up, but they're still behind in terms of release schedule and visual storytelling. Japanese collectors are treated to true storytelling on cardboard, and it makes the collecting experience more meaningful. Which brings me to card types and exclusives. Japan gets exclusive products and rarities, without a doubt. You've got gym promos, you've got unique holo patterns, and even limited edition releases like the Japanese Pokemon Center box sets. Unlike English, where holos are mass produced, Japanese holos often have finer details, and they're harder to pull depending on the set. They also experiment more. We've seen things like textured foils, sparkling finishes, and subtle design choices that are simply not present within the English prints. If you want something truly collectible, Japan offers a lot more variety. There's depth in the catalog, there's sense of intention behind every single release. Now, what is the price and the value? So, let's talk value. Japanese cards are usually cheaper than English, hands down, even though the quality is even better. Take a chase card like the Charizard SAR. In English, it might sell for $300 raw, which is ungraded. But in Japanese, it's $100 to $150, and it still looks way better. That means you can stretch your collecting budget much, much further. For grading, you'll notice more Japanese cards getting PSA 10s and Beckett Black Label 10s because of their production quality. That makes them better long-term investments. Doesn't that just make more common sense? So if you're collecting smart and you want to be on a budget, Japanese gives you more bang for your buck, less risk, more value, and better aesthetics. Now here's a big one, fakes. We all hate fakes. These days, anyone can buy a UV printer and make fake Pokemon cards right in their own home. English cards are especially targeted because of the demand and how easily it is to manipulate the market. But Japanese cards are a bit much harder to counterfeit. They use tighter quality control, refined materials, and even distinct textures that are difficult and expensive to replicate. Fake cards often stand out due to off-centering, raw colors, or just the poor texture. Really, really poor. While counterfeits do exist, especially for high-value cards, Japanese fakes are less common and easier to spot. Compared to English cards, Japanese ones are much more safer choice for collectors. Also, when you are buying a sealed Japanese products, the box integrity and packaging are more sophisticated. It's harder to reseal or tamper with them without it being too obvious. Japanese Pokemon is also different as well due to their culture. Collectors in Japan take better care of their cards. Right from the pack, they're sleeved instantly. You also had card shops with clean cases, staff who know what they're doing, and more respect for the product. Japan is very strict about their condition. You often see cards rated B, A, or S, and even small scratches are disclosed. That care flows all the way down, which is why when you buy Japanese singles, they're usually in better shape than the English ones that come straight out from the booster box. You know what you're getting, and that makes the collecting feel much more rewarding. If you're new to the Japanese cards, here's where to start. Start with recent sets like the Shiny Treasury X, or the Raging Surf, or the Crimson Haze. They are full of valuable and affordable ARs and SARs. Now, if you don't know what they mean, you can look up card translations on PokeGuardian or use tools like PokeCollector and price charting to track prices, identify what you're buying. It may look a little bit confusing at first because of the Japanese text, but most cards follow the same game structure. It's exactly the same, it's just the wording. And only buy from trusted sellers. Avoid random marketplaces with no reviews. If it seems too cheap, please read these lips. Do not buy it. Go through community recommended shops or platforms that have solid buyer protection policies. To wrap up, why Japanese Pokemon cards? Better quality. More thoughtful artwork, lower prices, fewer fakes. There's more respect from sellers and their buyers, and a better overall experience for collectors like you, and especially me. If you want to enjoy the hobby while building a collection that lasts, Japanese cards are the only way to go. If you're after more information, why don't you go and check out my website? It's www.masterballmarket.com.au. Visit the Enhanced Cards page. There's a link at the bottom where you can find and download a free PDF explaining what to look out for and how to spot fakes, and also include some images as well. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you found this helpful. Subscribe for weekly videos and drop a comment below. Do you prefer Japanese or English cards, and why? To all the Pokemon trainers out there, happy hunting. I wish you the very best. This is Master Ball Market, and thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.